Alright, so now in this part of the module, we're going to start shaping out the body, and this is our first lesson for shaping out the body and getting a look going here. We'll start with the front end area, and then we'll move our way through the car towards the back. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start to position some of these vertices around so I can get a feel of what kind of design I'm going for here. So at this point, I'm just pretty much moving vertices around, trying to move the mesh a bit just to kind of get some shape and have, I just need a light bulb to kind of turn on and say, yes, this is the direction I want to go for my design. So what I do is I just move these vertices around until I start to come up with a shape here, and it pretty much just starts shaping it right in front of my eyes, and then I start to get a little bit more ideas as I go. So just one after the next, I get another idea come up and I try it and see if it works. I'm not afraid to try getting a little bit, moving things around and getting it a little bit messy, but then I can fix it later. So I just kind of move these things around, the vertices, and then eventually what happens is I start coming up with better ideas. So what I'm doing now is just moving these guys so that I can position the fender here. I want a nice kind of sharp line that's coming across the hood, just to give it some kind of shape. I'll move these guys around. Okay. And liking what I'm seeing so far, so I'm just gonna keep continuing to tweak these vertices. All right, so nothing looks, we're trying to avoid bumpiness. We're trying to keep as clean as possible. And now what I can do is bring maybe the where the grill's going to be up a little bit, and then I just want to find out where my headlights are going to be, because once you have a position where your headlight is, that really helps you decide other decisions for your front end of your car. So right now, if I just use the polygon tool and select, I can kind of get an idea of my outline of the headlight lens, or headlights in general. So I'm just going to move the vertices around and see what I come up with here. Alright, so yeah, back these off a little bit. That looks very aggressive. So move these guys back a bit. Alright, let's bring this down. Yeah. So you can see right now you get this nice looking aggressive headlight here. Alright, so this is kind of the style I want to go with. So you got to just move your vertices around towards what that feeling that you get, that that, okay, this is a good way to go, and depending on what your car is all about, if it's aggressive or it's a sports car, exotic, you want thin headlights, wide headlights. So I'm thinking like something like this may do. So it's all just about decisions. I just kind of, on the fly, I'm just thinking of ideas. So I'm pretty much going to detach that for a minute and just kind of, this way I'm detaching it as an element. This way I can still select my mesh and move vertices around. I'm going to make a cut here, and I'm trying to avoid too much detail. Not too much. Trying to avoid creating a lot of detail at this point. I just want to keep things very simple, nothing too extreme. So move these guys out a bit, but by me creating a bit of detail, it gives me a little bit more ideas of where I want to go in this direction towards the front end of this car. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of add some detail here. Alright, so we're just moving the bottom lip up a little bit, getting it off the ground. Alright, so that's looking pretty good. Just gonna, and you just don't want to be shy to move things around. Don't be scared of Make sure you always save your model, but you move some vertices around, and don't be afraid to try different things. It's the best way to get by moving things around. It's the best way to get your ideas and get your imagination flowing there. So I'm just going to make some more cuts here. Just add a little more detail. Okay. And just gonna try to work a little bit with the mesh here. I'm not gonna focus too much on being perfect with it right now at this point, but you know, I don't want it too sloppy either, so I'm just gonna connect these guys properly. Well, drag that over. There we go. Move this mesh a bit. I'm gonna try to avoid n-gons and triangles to the most part. For now, I'm just gonna place these vertices down so we can get moving quickly here on our front of the car. Alright, so I'm on the top view here. I'm just gonna move some vertices around as well, just to get some more shape at the top. We're starting to see some progress here. So it's just it's a procedure that you want to take your time with, and you know, get that look that you're looking for, that vibe that you want from your design. There we go. So gotta bring these lights in a bit. We see that just trying to create a little bit of an indent here. Bring these up. Right, so starting to work pretty good. You can see that we are starting to get a feel for this, for the front of this car. And this really just says a lot about the whole design in general. It just really gets you moving quickly here as soon as you get this front end starting to shape out. So here, this could be possibly a grill area. I'm going to select all these points. And this time what I want to do is just, I'm going to bring it in, okay, and using the extrude tool. I'm going to go by the local normals here, and then what we're going to do is just drag this in a bit. Right, we're going to create a little inset. It's a bit dirty right now, but we'll fix it up. All right, going to go up here. Let's just target weld the corners here. Bring these guys up. All right, and we'll just do that to this as well. Now we have a nice little inset that we can use where our grill is going to be placed inside. Drag these guys out. It's a slow process modeling. It's definitely well worth it once you you start getting into more of the detail of the car, and it really gets exciting. Alright, so what we just got to do is make sure that in our symmetry here that we don't have that extra extruded pieces here. We just want to make sure those are gone, so I'll delete those out. Set these points back to 0 by right-clicking. Okay, down to below there, you're just going to right-click and it'll snap it back to 0. Right. Well, I'll have to bring that to 0 as well. That way we have no split in the symmetry. Just pull these vertices out a bit. It's a lot of tweaking and constant moving the points around so that you can get the feel for your car here. All right, so it's pretty much me just sculpting this thing out. So we can probably bring this in as well. Bring this guy in. Bring this guy in maybe a little bit. I'm going to bring these guys out instead. Bring these guys in. Right. Getting close. Well, close to a shape, but still far away from getting anywhere where we could actually start to see a little bit more dense of a mesh here. But this is working out so far, so this is good because we want to keep this low cage to kind of move things around, get a feel. Pull this guy's out. Starting to see the how our bumper's shaping out. Okay. Continue this line here. Let's use the cut tool. And then we can just bring this guy downwards here a bit. And we'll just remove that guy there by hitting backspace on the edge tool. Okay. Just straighten these out a bit. Now you can see we're starting to have a nice, cool indent there where the grill is. Now we'll just fix up our mess that we made earlier. Just get it a little bit cleaner. Follow these lines together. So you just want to keep your edges close to each other here. Well, in the same path. You just want to keep things looking a little bit clean. I just do a little tidy up. Move these guys around here, just keeping things a little even. All right. All right, let's take a look at when we hit our turbo smooth here. What do we get? And do we have? You really start to see shape as you apply the smoothness on the body here, and you can see now we're starting to get. You know, light's a little funky right now, but you're starting to get a nice shape, and you're kind of seeing where we're going with this. And everything's looking pretty sweet. And there is obviously large amounts of tweaking still to go, but this is we're seeing some progress here. So at this stage, you should be already seeing your design looking quite detailed, quite sculpted by this time. Detailed as in like some kind of shape that represents your car, your design. All right, so we're just doing a little bit more tweaking here. Go to the edge tool, or not the edge tool, but we'll constrain to the edge so that we can just move some of these guys around so it not just constraining towards that edge so that we're not losing, we're not going Z or anything like that. We're just staying on the same edge. All right. So we're just moving this around a little bit more, some tweaks, and it looks like we're getting pretty close to finishing this first part of our shaping our design here. And just gonna clean this up a bit. We want to keep these guys too close to each other, so we'll just drag these guys on the edge constraint here. so that we're not moving. Again, we're not moving these the edges anywhere but going from the Y here. Okay, because we don't want to go in other directions. Then we're going to start seeing a lot of bumps. So keep that clean. All right, guys. Well, that's pretty much it for the first part of this shaping the car. We're just going to go into part 2 of this and start working on more of the front end here and getting more shape. And we're getting closer to our design. All right, guys. See you in the next part.